Welcome to Medicine Buddha Meditation on July 25th. Thank you for joining us. So, uh, in yesterday's Dharma class, that would have been Friday, July 24th, it was a question and answer and discussion session, and that's always a fun undertaking, and lots of really good questions, really good discussion, and Um, something that became apparent from yesterday's discussion was that there are some who are still not clear on um, the purpose for our meditation, specifically meditation on the inner body. Um, and it's completely understandable. It's a subtle meditation. And I want to provide just a little bit of context and read a little bit from a commentary on the Ganges Mahamudra. I'm going to go into this more on Monday's Dharma class, more of an explanation. But for now, somewhat briefly, I just wanted to share a little bit for our Medicine Buddha meditation. So, meditation on the inner body, silently observing sensations within the inner body, serves the same purpose as meditating on the breath, and meditating on what we talk about, what we experiment with sometimes on the sound of ringing radiance or the celestial sound. Sometimes I refer to it as, we don't have time to get into that now, but please know that meditation on the inner body, as well as all other sort of meditations worth their salt, serve the purpose of stilling the thinking mind, so that we can experience our objects of meditation rather than intellectually understand them. Experience brings about change. Um, Understanding, I'll leave that to you to decide. Intellectual understanding, my experiences, doesn't change anything in terms of me experiencing more inner peace. That's my experience. Um, Stilling the thinking mind and experiencing is really, I would say, a foundation of the Mahamudra. Mahamudra, Sanskrit word, which translates to great seal. Um, I know you guys know that one of my favorite texts is the Ganges Mahamudra, written by Tilopa in the 11th century. Um, And I want to read to you an excerpt from a commentary on the Ganges Mahamudra. This commentary is by Khenchen Trengyu Rinpoche. And this is really gold, especially for those of us who have been practicing Dharma for a long time. For those of you who have a copy of this text, the Life of Tilopa and the Ganges Mahamudra, this is on page 91. And um, the section of the Ganges Mahamudra to which Trengyu Rinpoche is referring is if it, the stanza goes like this: if you rest in this being Mahamudra, if you rest in this, you will be liberated from the prison of samsara. If you rest evenly within this, all of your wrongdoing and obscurations will be burned. This is called, for those reasons, the torch of the doctrine. Okay, so here's what Trengyu Rinpoche has to say about this. There are going to be some terms here that may or may not be familiar with you. That's okay. What this means here is that the Mahamudra itself, the meaning indicated in the previous lines, is that which illuminates or makes effective all other aspects of the doctrine, of the Buddhist doctrine, of the Dharma. This is not to say that all other practice is unnecessary. Otherwise, if it were the case that no other practice but Mahamudra were of any value, then the other different types of teachings, all of the 84,000 other types of teachings given by the Buddha, would have been meaningless. In fact, in the practice of Mahamudra, we undergo various aspects of training, such as the four common and uncommon preliminaries, various forms of guru yoga, idam practice, and so forth. The point here is that these practices are not valueless. The point here is that they must be embraced by the view of Mahamudra in order for them to work. Okay, I'm just going to skip down to the last short paragraph. May this burn into your mental continuum. May these words burn like the torch of the doctrine. Sometimes people who have been practicing for some time can be heard to say that while they have done such and such practices, they have achieved nothing by doing them. They seem to be totally ineffective. The defect in their practice is the absence of the view of Mahamudra. So if one practices without this understanding, one will not achieve any results or change in qualities. In so many words, what this is saying is that the Mahamudra takes us to a place where we experience rather than intellectually understand, and none of the practices within the doctrine will make any impact on our mind if it's limited to an academic, intellectual, conceptual understanding of it. It's through the Mahamudra that we experience, and that brings about change, and that's the torch of the doctrine. Really, really important. So just wanted to share that. We'll talk about that again on in Monday's, day after tomorrow, Monday's Dharma class. For now, why don't we do some meditation? Let's settle into a comfortable meditation posture. Please take care to ensure that your spine is straight and relaxed. We're facing straight ahead with our head tilted slightly forward. Our mouth is closed, our jaw is relaxed. And if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and softly close your eyes. Be the mountain, balanced, grounded, stable, silently observing. Whether this meditation lasts for a few moments or a few eons, our job is simply to silently observe. Please allow your shoulders to settle and to rest, to become soft and relaxed. And as your shoulders settle and rest, they may start to feel a bit heavier now. This causes them to drop down into a natural, comfortable position. There's a subtle lengthening of your neck and a subtle lengthening of your spine. And for the remainder of our meditation, I would invite you to bring your awareness not only to the sound of the words that you hear, but also to the silent gaps in between the words and in between the sentences. The muscles in your chest become soft and relaxed, and your lungs are now able to perform perfectly and without effort their natural function of breathing. The muscles in your hips and your pelvic area become soft and relaxed, as well as the muscles in your legs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, and toes. One by one, these muscle sets become completely soft and completely relaxed. Even your bodily fluids, even the marrow, even the marrow in your bones, even the cells that comprise the marrow in your bones, even the spaces in between the cells that comprise the marrow in your bones, especially the spaces in between the cells that comprise the marrow in your bones, are all resting and relaxed. Your body is a mountain with consciousness now. And let yourself go. All of the difficulties you experience in your life, without exception, arise from these confused notions of self and other, me and mine and not yours, ours and not theirs. So let yourself go. We can now engage in the practice of the Mahamudra by meditating on the inner body. Please draw your awareness inside of your body and become aware of sensations. These sensations may start in your hands and your feet in the form of a tingling, perhaps a lightness, perhaps a heaviness, perhaps a pulsation. No analysis is necessary. Analysis and interpretation are counterproductive. Please simply be the silent observer of these sensations and allow a more awakened state of awareness to emerge. If you rest in this, you will be liberated from the prison of samsara. If you rest evenly within this, all of your wrongdoing and obscurations will be burned. This is called, for those reasons, the torch of the doctrine. In the space before you is living Tathagata Medicine Buddha. Medicine Buddha has a blue-colored body of light and sits cross-legged on the seat of a lotus flower. Medicine Buddha's left hand rests in her lap with her palm facing upwards in the mudra of meditative equipoise. In the palm of her left hand, she holds a bowl of healing medicine nectar. Medicine Buddha's right hand extends over her right knee with her palm facing forward in the mudra of supreme giving. Between the thumb and index finger of her right hand, she holds the stem of a healing medicinal plant. Tathagata Medicine Buddha is the synthesis of all healing Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the past, present, and future. A perfectly clear visualization of the healing Buddha is not important. What is important is for you to know that she occupies the space in front of you. And from the heart of Tathagata Medicine Buddha, blessings in the form of lights and nectars descend, entering every single pore of your body, especially the crown of your head. For the next moment or two, please just avail yourself to these blessings. Avail yourself to these blessings while remaining in a state of Mahamudra, much as a mountain would avail itself to rays of sunshine. With great delight, Tathagata Medicine Buddha comes to the crown of your head, positions herself such that she's facing the same direction as you, and diminishes in size to that of a sesame seed. Entering the crown of your head, she passes your crown chakra, and your body becomes inseparably mixed with the enlightened body of Medicine Buddha. Descending down through the center of your body, easily and gently, she passes your throat chakra, and your speech becomes inseparably mixed with the enlightened speech of Medicine Buddha. Descending still further, easily and gently, she comes to the center of your chest, which is where your heart chakra is located. And at the center of your heart chakra is your root consciousness. Medicine Buddha absorbs into your root consciousness, and your mind becomes inseparably mixed with the enlightened mind of Tathagata Medicine Buddha. Your channels, your internal energy winds, your chakras, your physical body, and your mind are all inseparably mixed with enlightened consciousness. For the next few moments, please just avail yourself to and enjoy this mixing which is known as the Yoga of Medicine Buddha. Please conjoin your practice of the Yoga of Medicine Buddha with meditation on the inner body, thus making your practice the Mahamudra of the Yoga of the Medicine Buddha. Now, while continuing to rest in this place of non-conceptual awareness, this state of Mahamudra, I'd like you to please bring to mind someone in your life, someone with whom you are close who is experiencing emotional suffering, physical suffering, or both. I'd like you now to imagine that this person is seated in the space in front of you, facing you with their eyes at the level of your eyes. Compassion is a loving wish to free another from their suffering. Of all virtuous states of mind, compassion is supreme. So I'd like you now to please rest in your heart of medicine, Buddha, compassion. Rest with the experience. How wonderful it would be if this person could be completely free of that which ails them more than anything else in the entire world, without expectation of an outcome, without any conceptual activity whatsoever, while resting in the Mahamudra of compassion. I wish for this now. Meditation on the inner body will anchor you in non-conceptual awareness. Non-conceptual awareness will anchor you in a direct experience of compassion, an authentic experience of compassion. An authentic experience of compassion will bring about existential change. Existential change will liberate you from samsara. So powerful, authentic, and unconditional is your heart of compassion that blue light rays start to radiate from your body in all directions, including into the space in front of you. This blue light touches the person who is your object of meditation, your object of compassion, and envelops them completely. As a result of your compassionate giving, there is a marked change in the appearance of the person seated in the space in front of you. Their color is better. There is a look of deep, deep relief, just as though they've been awoken from a bad dream, from a nightmare. They enjoy inner and outer peace. They enjoy inner and outer freedom. You can know that your own peace and freedom are not separate from the peace and freedom of the person seated in the space in front of you. So for the last few moments of our meditation, I'd like you to please just rest, continuing in a state of non-conceptual awareness in the state of Mahamudra. Rest and share in this peace and freedom with the person seated in the space in front of you. Now, very gently, please redirect your awareness. Become aware again of this collection of parts we've agreed to label physical body, and allow your breathing to become less shallow. As you take deeper and deeper breaths, become aware again of the garments of clothing resting on the surface of physical body. Become aware again of your surroundings inside the room that you're occupying. Deeper and deeper breaths, becoming aware again of the world that exists outside of the room that you're occupying. And we dedicate all of the merit from this morning's meditation to world peace. May all beings without exception soon come to enjoy a state of complete, perfect fearlessness. May all beings without exception enjoy inner and outer peace. May we enjoy inner and outer freedom. Completely fill up your belly and lungs with air, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes and bring your meditation to an end. Thank you. Before we close, we are having a really lovely, fun celebration at Lotus Center a week from today. It's a pagan cross-border celebration called Lammas, yes. And I'd like to turn the mic over to Linda Amon Smith, who is much more knowledgeable about Lammas than I am. If you could tell us a little bit, Linda, about what we might expect a week from tonight.
Yes, August 1st is traditionally celebrated in the Wheel of the Year as the first fruits harvest. And if you guys have been noticing the amount of apricots, plums, apples, and pears and grapes that are growing around town, you'll know that those things are ready to be harvested. We celebrate not only the fruits of the earth, but our own fruits of creativity in this particular Lammas. And so there will be poetry, song, dance, and other kinds of activities that a number of people will be bringing in. And we invite everyone to come. It's donation for the space for the Lotus Center, and we welcome your own creativity. So if you have a poem or a story to share, come on Saturday, August 1st. We start at 5:30 and we end at 7. So if folks with children, don't worry about being out too late. And it is family friendly. And so please come and enjoy the first fruits of the harvest with us all.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Linda. I definitely consider myself to be kind of a cross-border celebration newbie for sure, but I love these. I love these gatherings so much. They're accessible for everyone.
Thank you.
Even me, that's living proof that it's accessible for everyone. So thank you, Linda. Thank you, everybody. Have a
Thank you,
wonderful
Jeff.
day. Okay.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you, Linda.
Take care. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.